Sashimi. 3, 2, 1.
Hello, Tunia back again. Well, this week we got something special. We've got a review of Kraut on the NeoGeo. So we'll start this up. Yeah, Kraut is pretty much a Metal Slug game. Came out in 2020 by NG it's a little bit different to Metal Slug because you've got a slide, you've got multiple weapons. It's a bit more jumpy around. As you can see, it tells you how to play. It uses all the buttons as well. You can lock your firing in a direction, as you'll see in a second, by holding down the D button. Plus, you can swap between two weapon types, like in Contra, you can pick up two different weapons. And it does auto-swap when you pick them up. And you've got jump and grenade, basically, and fire, just like Metal Slug. As you can see on the top right, there's a mask in the corner. They're an extra bit of gameplay. They act as a one-hit shield, plus they give you different abilities. So, there's two modes of play in this. You got your T mode, tactical combat, which is pretty much your arcade mode. It's got all the features, and you've got your C mode, which is called Crush and Kill, which is pretty much like a speedrun mode. You don't get the masks, you get all the multipliers, and you get to keep your weapons because your weapons are on like Metal Slug. You get so many bullets. In the C mode, you don't. You keep everything. It just keeps going. So it's more like a speedrun mode. It does have all the features, but they've cut it down a little bit. And you also get triple grenades as well, so you can kill things really fast. So we're not going to do that. We're going to play T mode. 3 different characters. I think there's a difference in jumping height between them, but I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. So I don't know. But anyway, we're going to go this guy. There's 8 levels altogether in this game. There's alternative levels. Once you get to the second level, you can pick two alternatives on the third, and then you got the 4th and the 5th level. So, well, you get 2 alternatives on the 4th level as well, and then you go to the last level. So it's quite nice. You only play 5 in a row, mind, but there is 8 levels altogether. So pretty much you can jump, you can hold down D, point a direction, and you can leave your gun in the same direction, which is quite handy. But you can't do it when you're on a downs. You can't hold it. Oh, yes, you can. I'll take it all back. You can't do it on down. Different masks. The chicken mask, I think you can get little bonuses in this by picking up little chickens. They act as... They only last a certain amount of time, but they act like a little familiar that flies around you. But they fire, and depending on your mask, they do different things. So I'm going to pick the wolf mask, which makes me run really fast. Unfortunately, though, these chickens don't like the wolf mask, so if you shoot them, they try to attack you. You can pick up various different weapons. There's like a bomb. There's one of the chickens there. It's like a bomb weapon. There's like a shotgun weapon that bursts, like you can see here. There's your rapid fire weapon, which is just like a metal slug weapon. You can do a slide, which you can slide through bullets. Right, sometimes you gotta. There's another one there. I think there's 20 of those chickens in the first level. So basically, we got 2 masks per year. Like this mask will give me a shield essentially. Once you get hit, once you lose it. If you get the Jason Voorhees mask, you've got a big sword weapon, like in Metal Slug. You can stab stuff. You get a big sword weapon. If you get the Tengu mask, you get really insane bombs, but the grenades don't bounce. But they're really powerful. I say there's loads of these little chickens to save all over the place. I quite like the fact that they get a little Voorhees mask as well when you got this mode. These firing knives. Various things you can jump on. There's things in the background on this game that look like you can't jump on when you first like that plane. Because it's in the background, you think you can't jump in it, but you can. So it can be a little bit confusing the first time you play it, or what you can actually jump on and what you can't. Like I say, you do have the grenades and stuff, and there's like little mid-bosses, like you'll see one coming up now. Like in Metal Slug, you get times where you've got to kill mid-bosses, and you can use that tank once you've killed it to jump up here. There is a scoring mode in this game. How the scoring works is basically if you pick a higher difficulty, your multiplier gets bigger. So, because I'm on difficulty 2 at the moment, I get a 2 times multiplier every time I kill everything. If you play on the hardest level, you get a 3 times multiplier. So basically, the more things you shoot, it counts them up. So you get, like, if you notice my points is going up now, the more things I'm killing, the more things my multiplier just keeps going and going, and then eventually it burns itself down, and it goes back down to 0. So they have set this game up for playing fast, even though half the time you don't end up playing fast because I'm taking my time just for survival. So obviously the higher multiplier, plus your base multiplier, which you use on your difficulty, higher the score you can get. Oops. And once you get into high mode, once you get into a really high multiplier, you can get into like a berserker mode, and it gives you like various other bonuses. I'm not sure the entire things of the bonuses, but that's how it works basically. So you chain all the enemies, and you also get bonuses by collecting like this treasure up there. I can't get up there at the moment. There's lots of secrets in the background, treasures and stuff. You got bonuses at the end of the level with the treasures and that. So that's another points scoring thing as I just get hit. Because ninjas are a pain in the butt. So basically, the amount of things you pick up in the levels, the amount of chickens you collect. Like I said, the chickens are pretty much like the little prisoners in Metal Slug. And more points you get at the end of the level, as you'll see in a minute. Another chicken go there. I haven't managed to find all the chickens on the first level yet. Ooh, lucky he died then. You can't slide through them. You can slide through normal bullets, but just not them ones, basically. That's the way to get around bullets, because sometimes there's so many bullets on screens you can't dodge them, so you basically slide. You can also cancel your slide, which is rather nice. But he'll slide a fair distance, but you can cancel it like that instant, which makes it interesting. Oh, there's another treasure there. On the easier difficulty level as well, you can walk into this tank and it doesn't actually kill him. But on this difficulty, the tank will kill you. It's quite handy on these bits is to actually shoot those bombs. Oops. Got it. Graphics in this game. Graphics are really nice. There's really nice little details on the characters, like you get a Metal Slug. You've got the slides, and I like the detail in the guy I'm using. When he fires, you get the muzzle sort of burst, so that you can see it reflected in his sunglasses. So basically, once you get to the second level, then you've got a choice of 2 different versions of the second level, so you can decide which one you want to go to. So I'm just going to pick the standard level, and I'm going to pick the Voorhees mask because I quite like it. The wolf mask makes you basically run really fast. So there's definitely tactics with the masks. Well, lost the mask straight away. That didn't last long. Yeah, so the graphics in this game, it's got, like, see, you can see the sort of muzzle flash on his sunglasses. It's got really nice, cool little animations and stuff. It's got really funny screams and all that. The music is really nice on this as well. You can see where they spent a lot of time doing the enemies and stuff in this, and the little funny things you get. And it's described as a comical sort of war game. Hence the name, I suppose, isn't it? Krautbuster in Krautland. Which is quite funny. Most people say, it's a little bit racist to say Krautbuster, but it's made by German guys, so you know, they want to call it Krautbuster, it's up to them. On that enemy, it's only the little fan at the back is the bit that can actually kill you. Yeah, so it's got some really nice detailed backgrounds and stuff, and nice detailed characters. Like I said, my only complaint graphics-wise is the fact that sometimes you can't see exactly what you can actually jump on when it comes to the actual levels themselves. It's like there now, so if you, that doesn't look like you can jump on it. So the more you play it, I suppose, the more you get used to what you can actually jump on, but it can catch you out at first. Get the old stabby in then. Like I say, you can get down there as well. You got to watch. Sometimes it looks like you can get to a background, and you'll end up dying. Like I say, I can't jump down there. But what you can do is you can get the little chickens, and you can slowly draw them to a bit where you can collect them. See, you can jump down there, but it doesn't look like you can. That's what I mean about sometimes with the backgrounds and stuff. You're not quite sure exactly what you can jump on. But I say, once you played it a couple of times, you sort of get used to it. There's another chicken there, and he's just gone down there. Ah, I needed to get there a bit quicker, I think, to get him. So you can lock my gun. You've got to jump to lock our gun, which is a bit weird at first. It's a bit awkward to lock your gun down. Yeah, so the graphics are really nice. I really like the music as well. I think the music is nicely done. And there's lots of sub-bosses and lots of really big bosses, just like a Metal Slug game. So I think the graphics are sound to that. I don't think the graphics are quite Metal Slug quality. But then again, what is, to be truthfully honest? There's only like Demon Front or something like that really competes to Metal Slug when it comes to graphics. But the graphics are really nice. But yeah, it's a really fun game. I'm sorry, I'll get to the end of this level, and then we'll call the review done then. I don't want to keep it going forever. It'll turn into a playthrough otherwise. It's got some nice variety as well in the opposite levels you pick. So there's quite a lot to go through, and some of the other levels are harder than others. So I suppose, you know, pick your route through the game once you start getting good at it. And whoops, that was lucky. Like your head is pretty much invincible, so those guys at the top as well, that you can't get hit by them until they actually jump off the rope, and you can't hit them either. So Machine pistol. Oh, here we go. I'm gonna get ready to slide. You do have to use a lot of fingers on this NeoGeo joystick when playing this game as well. It's like I'm using 3 fingers now, so I'm holding down D, holding down E, and I got my finger ready on the B button for sliding, just in case I need to slide, which I didn't do then. Gotta watch you don't shoot them, Stabby. That's it, done. So, anyway guys, that is Kraut. Really good NeoGeo game. Unfortunately, I think they only did 2 runs of this, and unless you've ordered one of the runs and you're still waiting for it, you ain't gonna get it for cheap. It's going for quite a bit of money on eBay at the moment. I think it was originally something like 500 quid, but I think now it's going for about 1800 quid, which is a bit crazy. Yeah, so what would I say about Kraut? I think it plays really well. It plays like Metal Slug, but it's a little bit more jumpy, and you've got the slide and stuff to get through bullets, which is really handy. And you can lock your weapon in a direction, and you can change weapon as well, so you can hold 2 weapons at once. So that's a really nice upgrade. It does have the scoring system as well. So obviously the more enemies you kill and everything, so the score goes up, and you get the higher bonuses and multipliers, and the higher difficulties you get bigger multipliers, you can get more score. So it does sort of bring you back to doing higher scores on this. So I think graphics are really nice. It's really well done. It's really well made. The sound is really good as well. It's the same guy, I think, who did some of the sound for their other games. That Dal, I can't remember his first name. But yeah, it's got really nice music. So you've got the C mode as well, which is pretty much like a fast, high-scoring speedrun mode. With cutdowns, you don't get the masks, but you do get unlimited weapons, and you do get, when you chuck a grenade, you get 3 grenades. So yeah, it's got a lot coming back to it, and I have to admit, from what I've been playing it a lot, I really like it. I really enjoy it, and it's a really nice alternative to Metal Slug. It's very good indeed. So I would give this, I could be honest, I think I'd give this 9 out of 10. I think it's a really good game. If you ever do have chance to play the NeoGeo version or buy the NeoGeo version, get it if you can. But you never know with NeoGeo, when they've got something else going, we might end up getting a conversion to the Switch or the PlayStation at some point. Which, if they do, because they say this is not mine, if that does happen, I'll be buying it straight away. So your hopes that maybe in the next year or so they might actually, you know, release it on the Switch. So anyway guys, hopefully you enjoyed that. 9 out of 10, well worth picking up. If you can play it, play it. But if not, we'll have to wait and see if we get a home conversion. So cheers for that guys, and I'll catch you in the next review.